toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got him wide open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Buying some time. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trying play action. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. Makes the catch. It's Humphrey. Good, solid tackle. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Closing space and getting that fast either.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. Runs through a tackle. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I'll tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll take it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Riley.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion.
And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Off play action. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, after throwing that incompletion down here on the 1-yard line, if you're on the offense, let's get back to running the football. Let's see if we can be the more physical side, get some push up front, and run this thing in for a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. Here's 3rd down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Duggar. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Priestcorn. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Priestcorn. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the 1st. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Got a first down. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So,
there he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? With the catch, it's Jordan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Swings it out to his running back. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Priestcorn. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He's loose on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Michigan fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Using his legs to buy some time. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Connection to the right. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's now 4th and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Hard running there. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. On the move to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I think that's one of the hardest routes to defend. When you're outside and they're running comebacks, you think about it. It looks like it's going deep. It's going deep. I can't get beat deep. Receiver sits down, but how about the break on the football? Getting in between him and the receiver and making the big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Duggar. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Using the quick game. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab. It's Duggar. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's complete to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Using his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Wheeler. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Bennett. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Snap in the shotgun. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now it's a three-possession game.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that second play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets the two-point conversion.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Michigan offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And to me, that is the downside of a flea flicker, man. Sometimes it creates so much momentum in a big play, but a lot of times you see this, Palmer, the quarterback wants to force it, take that big shot, and be so aggressive.
There's going to be a conversation.
Lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side?
Hits a big stride inside the 10. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Here's a heat. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I understand being aggressive. I get that. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand fourth quarter, I got the lead. I've already messed it up once. I might want to try to think about what this guy can really do well and think about maybe milking some of that clock.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. And that is how we will wrap this one up.